What is going on, guys? It's Intensity Inception here, bringing you guys another Ghost live commentary today. Going to be talking a bit about Black Ops 3, what I'm expecting in it, what I'm hoping for in it, and for me and the game in general, and like what the COD community needs from it. So let's just get right into it. Going to be playing some Strike Zone Domination in the background for your guys' enjoyment. Guy got fucked. So did he. So basically, viewership has dropped in Advanced Warfare. I don't want to say it dropped in Ghosts. It probably remained the same as to what it was in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So the fact that it didn't grow is slightly disappointing. So we definitely want to see growth. But in Advanced Warfare, it definitely dropped off. I couldn't give you an exact number right now, but we definitely don't want to see a decrease in viewership, especially because the COD community is small to begin with, especially when you compare it to other esport games like Dota and... Ooh, what's he doing? Especially like Dota, you know, like that. The amount of people that play that game is insane. And so we definitely don't want to see a decrease in viewership, and the fact that during the course of a whole game, a whole year, viewership decreased, didn't grow at all, not good. So, and in order for viewership to grow, Black Ops 3 is going to have to incorporate a few things, most of which is getting like the casual gamer into competitive. I think that's very important, and that's what Black Ops 2 did, and that's why the scene grew so much that year. That's not good. Okay, we're good. And a big part of that is, first off, to have pubs that are actually fun to play. Now, I think Call of Duty has lost their train of thought on this concept, because since Black Ops 2, Ghosts, like, these pubs, I go back and play them now just because I like Call of Duty Ghosts as a game overall, and I like Infinity Ward games. But really, this game overall was not that fun to play as far as public matches were concerned. Like, it got old really quick. And I don't know, like, I just think that it's very important that they focus on, like, the gameplay in public matches and make sure that it's fun for, like, everyone, especially the casual gamer. Wow, I just missed shots. So that's number one important. And leading into the next thing is league play, which is available to everyone that has the game. You know, it's not like game battles where it's like an outside site. It's a legitimate competitive thing that's inside the game. And Black Ops 2 is really the only game that's ever done it right. Ghosts and AW have followed it with Clan v Clan and ranked play. It just was not nearly as good, not nearly as fun. And that's the thing that really gets the casual player from playing public matches to playing league play, and then all of a sudden they're wondering, oh, what's this? This is played professionally? Well, I enjoy playing it, so I'll watch it. Viewership increases. That's how it's done. And I don't know, the past two Call of Duties have kind of failed to make that lead-in for the casual gamer. So that's probably the most important thing. It just... League play is probably the most important thing. Just getting the casual gamer introduced to competitive. What is it? This is fun to play. I want to watch this at a higher level. And then all of a sudden they're watching tournaments. They're going on the pro players' YouTubes. You know, they're getting into it. And the community increases as a whole. And that's good for everyone. I think a couple of the other things is online play needs to definitely better. Online play in the past two games has been extremely uneven. Host has been absolutely insane, especially in Advanced Warfare. Just not fair, almost. Like, we need online play to be fair, because it'll take a very... Oh, let's mute this kid. It's going to take a long time for most players to actually consider even going to a LAN. So for a long time, like, online is going to be the only thing they have. And if that's annoying because of internet, like, that's not good either. So I'm really hoping, like, servers can be better in this game and stuff like that. Next thing, weapons. More balanced weapons. I don't want just 2 weapons that can be used the entire game. It's not fun when it's like that, you know, like, it just gets repetitive. Everyone's using the same weapon, like, you feel like you're watching the same player. Roles aren't defined. That's another thing. Roles in competitive, I feel like, need to actually be defined this year. Hardpoint needs to play more like Hardpoint and Black Ops 2, where, like, spawns are predictable, so you want to anchor spawns. Like, spawns need to be predictable. That's what makes the game make sense. Like, you can't just spawn people out randomly. Like, that's not how it works. You're supposed to have spawns that players can predict, so the gameplay is, like, consistent. Like, consistency is huge. It's huge in the gameplay. You want the spawns to be consistent. Oh, that's not good. He has an LMG.
Losing Charlie. We lost Charlie.
I'm gonna push C here. Yeah, so you want the spawns to be consistent, especially for Hardpoint. That's what makes it fun to watch, because... And that also creates, like, an anchor for the spawn. And I think having to have an anchor is really good, because that creates, like, roles within the team, which makes it a lot more interesting to watch. That's exactly what Black Ops 2 did very well. Ooh. 1 second.
Enemy ground jammer spotted.
Another thing, score streaks. And this is more key than anyone would think, because having score streaks in competitive makes competitive so much more interesting to watch. And the fact that the score streaks have been atrocious in the past 2 games is astounding to me. Like, how can you not make score streaks that are gonna be fun to use? Like, I don't understand how that's possible. Where did I just die from? Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I hate being trip capped. You never know where they are anymore. Yeah, so score streaks, and that's not just for competitive, that's for public matches too. Like, I understand, like, Black Ops 2, like, if you got dogs and Swarm, it was game over. Like, the other team wasn't living, and, like, that can be unfair, I guess, but, like, that's how it is. Public matches, like, if someone's gonna get those high kill score streaks, like, and get all those kills, like, that's what makes it fun. People having the opportunity to get such high kill games, like, that's what makes it fun. Wow, that sucks. So again, I think that's a really important thing to have, is definitely some better score streaks, especially ones that are usable in competitive. And from what I saw in the beta, they didn't release all the score streaks, but they released a decent amount of them. I definitely think score streaks are going to be used this year, because I saw the Hellstorm missile, which was probably the most used score streak, that and the Lightning Strike in Black Ops 2, especially in competitive. So the Hellstorm is back, so that definitely lets me know that I think so. Yeah, I was so dead. That definitely lets me know that there's a possibility of score streaks being used in this game, which definitely makes it more exciting to watch. It incorporates more strategy too, even in Search and Destroy, like whether or not to play your life and play a bit more selfish for kills and not die, so that you have those score streaks for when you need to make a flag run. Or in this game, it might be an uplink run, you know. That's another thing. I'm not sure how I feel about uplink coming back this year. It was fun, but I feel like if Capture the Flag is even a little bit like it is in Black Ops 2 this year, I feel like it should be played again. I felt like Black Ops 2 CTF was really a lot of fun. Ooh, I should add that 3-piece. But I'm not sure. I mean, Uplink could play a little differently this year. I mean, it is fun, and it is fun to watch, but, like, I don't know. I don't think it's that fun to watch, in my opinion. I honestly think Black Ops 2 CTF is a much better than Uplink. But we'll see about that as well. Are you serious? Oh my god.
Friendly ground jammer active.
Timing was wonderful.
Losing A.
So score streaks, more balanced weapons, weapons that you can use, like, in public. Wow, you're such a faggot. Weapons that you can use in public matches. Like, what I mean by that is, like, Black Ops 2, you could go into public matches with pretty much any weapon and still go ham. And that's what made it fun, because even though you use, like, your certain sub or AR in competitive, you could still go have fun in public matches with any weapon. And that made like, oh, that created like a lot of variety. You know, you got experience with the other weapons. Is this a squad member or what? Yeah, okay.
We're winning this fight! Friendly SATCOM active.
I also feel like if there's more than one of each gun you can use in competitive, that makes it more interesting, like situational, like the Scorpion versus the MSMC, like when would you choose one, the M8 versus the AN94, like at least something like that, where there's multiple weapons you can choose. From what I saw in Black Ops 3, the Razorback was by far the best, and same thing with the M8 for ARs, so, but they did nerf them at the end of the beta, both of those, which interests me, because now, I also noticed that the Man of War was pretty solid, and that's a fully auto, not a burst, so I'm starting to think that that might, maybe the Man of War can now match up with the M8, but I'm not sure, going to be interested to see about that. We're just knifing people out here.
Sleight of hand.
That's pretty much it. For me, myself, I'm hoping to grind a lot more this year. I felt like in the past I've been behind because I didn't start playing Black Ops 2 League Play till like halfway through the game, maybe even more than halfway through. That's when I start getting into competitive. But this, and then in Call of Duty Ghosts, I was way behind because of the fact that I hadn't been introduced to the competitive scene for a while, so it took me a long time to like get used to everything in competitive and to actually like get enough gun skill to the point where I could hold my own in competitive. So I felt like really behind, but I feel like going into this game, I have those basics that I haven't in the past. Ooh. So I finally, like, I have those basics that I haven't had in the past. So now, starting out this game, if I grind from the beginning, I'll be able to make, like, a lot more, like, headway than I have in the past because of the fact that I have the basics. I'm not going to have to focus on, like, actually being able to win gunfights anymore. Like, once I get, like, the maps, strategies, and the feel of the game down, I'll be able to... Holy shit, ballistic vest. Okay, so... Oh, we lost by 1 point. Didn't even notice. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hoping to grind a lot more. Took most of AW off, so that was pretty disappointing. But playing a lot more this year, I think would be really good. I'm hoping to just grind off the break and hoping to see a lot of those things that I talked about. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really hoping for a good